But it's very true, and I think it's very true. It's just said happy birthday. Thank you, darling. Don't tell me that. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear it. Thank you. I wish. Thank you. You know, there's a certain point at which you don't want to hear happy birthday. You just want to pretend the day doesn't exist. But anyway, but there's still a big difference, you know, there's still a big difference. It's long, long way. My father lived a long time, my mother lived a long time, and they were happy and they were great. So maybe we're going to live a long time, I hope so.
That was Donald Trump campaigning for president in Las Vegas, Nevada. It was June 9th, 2024, 5 days before his birthday, and the crowd was already singing happy birthday. Last year, as you heard, Donald Trump said this about his birthday: you just want to pretend the day doesn't exist. This year, that might be tough to pull off. USA Today reported this: the Army's plans for a massive parade on June 14th, its 250th anniversary and President Donald Trump's 79th birthday, will roll armored vehicles and nearly 7,000 troops past a reviewing stand for Trump on Constitution Avenue near the White House. During his first term, Trump's demand for a militarized July 4th celebration on the National Mall drew criticism that he had politicized Independence Day. There appears to be no apprehension this time from the Army about combining its anniversary with Trump's birthday. The parade, according to a U.S. official, was an idea pushed by the White House. That was USA Today. President Trump's birthday gives the Army a chance to produce a big parade, and it gives this podcast a chance to do something else: produce a big episode about presidential birthdays. Coming up, we reveal the 10 fun facts about presidents' birthdays you might not have known. Can you name all 10 fun facts about presidents' birthdays you might not have known? If you can't, don't fret. They're all here in this episode of C-SPAN's podcast, The Weekly. 10 fun facts about presidents' birthdays. Let's dive right in with number 10. And we'll start by sticking with President Trump. You heard the crowd sing him happy birthday on the campaign trail in Las Vegas. The year before, on June 13, 2023, in a federal courthouse in Miami the day before his birthday, he pleaded not guilty to 37 charges in the classified documents case. Afterward, he gave a speech in Bedminster, New Jersey, and the crowd sang him happy birthday there too.
Thank you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Great birthday. Nice birthday, isn't it? Nice birthday. Wonderful birthday. They were saying happy birthday. I was with Eric and Laura, the kids. Happy birthday, Grandpa. Happy. And I said, oh, great. I just got charged with, they want 400 years approximately. If you add them all up, a fake 400 years. Oh, thank you, darling. That's so nice. It's a wonderful birthday. And we're going to make it into the greatest birthday of all. We'll make it into the greatest of all.
Number 9. Another one about Donald Trump's birthday. During the 2020 presidential campaign, speaking on behalf of Joe Biden, former President Barack Obama used Donald Trump's birthday as an attack line.
What is his obsession, by the way, with crowd size? This is the one measure he has of success. He's still worrying about his inauguration crowd being smaller than mine. It really bugs him. He's still talking about that. Does he have nothing better to worry about? Did no one come to his birthday party when he was a kid? Was he traumatized?
Barack Obama was speaking in Flint, Michigan. We'll stick with Barack Obama and Michigan for fun fact number 8. Do you happen to know Barack Obama's favorite place to be on his birthday? That's right, Lansing, Michigan. Well, at least that's what he told a Lansing, Michigan crowd on August 4th, 2008, his birthday. He was giving a campaign speech on energy, and it began with a round of thank yous from Barack Obama and a round of happy birthday from the audience.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, Lansing. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Please, everybody have a seat, please. Thank you so much. Well, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It is true. It is true. Today is my birthday, and there's no place I would rather be on my birthday than Lansing, Michigan. And I know there's a cake back there somewhere.
That was Barack Obama in 2008, his 47th birthday. 3 years later, in 2011, he turned 50. This time, the birthday party was in Chicago, and it was, and here's fun fact number 7, a Democratic Party fundraiser.
I just want to first of all say I could not have a better early birthday present than spending tonight with all of you. I love you back. And it's true that I turn 50 tomorrow, which means that by the time I wake up, I'll have an email from AARP asking me to call President Obama and tell him to protect Medicare.
Did another Democratic president use his 50th birthday to hold a fundraiser and include a joke about AARP? Yes, which makes it fun fact number 6. From August 18, 1996, a day before his birthday, on stage in Radio City Music Hall in legendary New York City, offering birthday-related humorous remarks while raising money for the Democratic Party, here's President Bill Clinton.
Ladies and gentlemen, I feel very grateful tonight to be on the verge of my 50th birthday. I don't know why I feel grateful. I've been getting all these absolutely hilarious cards. I got one card I couldn't begin to figure out. There were 9 people in black robes on it. And Mr. Perot was on it. And Diana Ross was on it. It said, "Happy birthday from Diana Ross and the Supremes." I got a card today pointing out that as bad as this is, Paul McCartney, George Harrison, and Ringo Starr are older than I am. I'm getting all these cards trying to put the best face on this event. I'm going to be all right till I get my AARP card in the mail. There'll be a couple of bad hours there.
By the way, at the beginning of his remarks, here's something you don't often hear at a birthday party: heckling. Among the attendees, people angry with President Clinton about his welfare reform policies.
What about the million children who are going to go home? Stop cutting welfare. Cut cake, but don't cut cake.
Wait, dare say.
Cut back some welfare.
Now we've heard, wait. They got their message. We heard them. Give them an applause and let them go. All right. We got you an audience. We did do that also. Now please let me tell them.
Working people have a right to jobs and housing and health.
All I know is I just got the minimum wage raise.
Stop cutting welfare.
Pay income taxes on the 15 million poorest working families in America. And there are 1.3 million fewer people on welfare today than there were the day I became president.
Now, fun fact number 5. Happy Birthday has been sung during a State of the Union address, and not just once, but twice. In 1985, President Reagan delivered his State of the Union address on his 74th birthday, February 6th. At the end of the speech, Congress sang happy birthday.
The joint session will be dissolved. Go ahead, Robert.
Thank you all very much. Thank you. Thank you.
February 6th, Ronald Reagan's birthday.
Thank you for making the 35th time I have been 39 the happiest of them all.
In that clip, you heard Democratic House Speaker Tip O'Neill ask Republican leader Bob Michel to lead the singing. On the rostrum in front of the House chamber, members of Congress gave President Reagan a huge blue and gold greeting card. In the back of the House chamber, staff held up a sign that said, "Happy birthday, Mr. President." At the time, Dwight Eisenhower was the only other president over 70. It was 98 days past that mark when Eisenhower left office in January 1961. And happy birthday was sung again during the 2019 State of the Union address. Here's President Trump recognizing a guest in the gallery, a survivor of the anti-Semitic attack on the Tree of Life Synagogue in Pittsburgh.
Tonight, we are also joined by Pittsburgh survivor, Judah Samet. He arrived at the synagogue as the massacre began. But not only did Judah narrowly escape death last fall, more than 7 decades ago, he narrowly survived the Nazi concentration camps. Today is Judah's 81st birthday. They wouldn't do that for me, Judah.
Now the next president, Joe Biden, and the next fun fact, number 4. From a speech President Biden gave on April 30th, 2021, an event marking the 50th birthday of Amtrak. President Biden told a story about his own birthday.
You know, I remember one night, my daughter was only 6 years old, and it was my birthday. And we were voting, and I went to Bob Dole, and I said, "Bob, when's the next vote going to take place?" He said, "Joe, why?" I said, "Well, my daughter is really upset. I'm not going to be able to be home for the birthday cake she made for me." He said, "What do you need?" I said, "I need just time to catch the 5 o'clock metro, and I can get the 6:28 coming back." Because in the platform, in Delaware, you walk from one side to the other. Got off the train. My wife, Jill, was standing there. My daughter had the cake, with the candle lit. I blew them out, gave me a kiss, walked across, and got on the southbound.
Now, fun fact number 3. At least 3 times, birthdays have been mentioned during presidential news conferences, like July 6, 2006, President George W. Bush's birthday, the same day as a joint press conference with Canadian Prime Minister Stephen Harper.
Christian Saint-Pierre, Radio-Canada.
Christian Saint-Pierre, Radio-Canada.
Happy birthday, you said? It's amazing that the first birthday greeting I got from the press came from the Canadian press. Thank you. I am grateful. You're not 60 years old, are you? Well, let me just say this. It's a lot younger than you think.
Another time, August 1st, 2014, 3 days before President Obama's birthday.
I thought that you guys were going to ask me how I was going to spend my birthday. What happened to the happy birthday thing?
But 20 years earlier, the prior Democratic president, who also had an August birthday, did get a birthday wish from a reporter during a press conference. From August 19, 1994, on his 48th birthday, here's President Bill Clinton and longtime White House reporter from UPI, Helen Thomas.
Helen.
Mr. President, on behalf of all the press corps, we want to wish you a happy birthday.
Thank you.
And now,
Well, well, you could all do a lot to make it happy. That is not a guilt trip. Feel no pressure. Thank you.
By the way, 3 years later, President Clinton wished Helen Thomas a happy birthday at the beginning of a cabinet meeting, August 4th, 1997.
Hey, before we start, I think it's only fair to note that we are observing another anniversary of Helen's 50th birthday. We wanted to give you our birthday cake with a telltale number of birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Helen. Happy birthday to you.
now may I have a press conference?
No press conference, but President Clinton gave Helen Thomas a cake, and he helped her blow out the candles. Now, fun fact number 2. President George Bush joined the military on his 18th birthday. He told a story on January 5th, 1993, giving his farewell address as president to the United States Military Academy in West Point, New York.
You are beginning your service to country, and I'm nearing the end of mine. And exactly half a century ago, in June of 1942, as General Graves mentioned, we were at war, and I was graduating from school. The speaker that day at Andover was the then Secretary of War, Henry Stimson, and his message was one of public service, but with a twist on the importance of finishing one's schooling before going off to fight for one's country. I listened closely to what he had to say, but I didn't take his advice. And that day was my 18th birthday, and when the commencement ceremony ended, I went on into Boston, enlisted in the Navy as a seaman second class, and I never regretted it.
And now, our number 1 fun fact about presidents and birthdays you might not have known. And for number 1, we return to that 2006 press conference at the White House with Canadian Prime Minister Stephen Harper and President George W. Bush. It may be the only press conference in presidential history which ended with reporters on stage with the president, reporters who also were celebrating birthdays, with the press corps singing Happy Birthday.
Welcome. Thank you for your birthday greetings. Thank you. Thank you very much, yeah. Today's your birthday, too?
Yes, sir.
It is? Yes. Now, come on up, let's have a birthday picture. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, get up here. Anybody else have the birthday today? Your birthday? Yeah, sure. It is your birthday? Come on. It's amazing how everybody's birthday.
I was going to say, if we start to get any more, I'm going to start to question it.
Come on, come on.
Another one. My goodness.
Nancy Reagan and Barack Obama.
Today's your birthday? Awesome. Hey, thank you. Dear Richard, he just told me he's 30 years old. Isn't that something? Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Thank you. Let's go.
And now, a bonus clip. We began by noting the big military parade scheduled for Flag Day, June 14th, when it's both the U.S. Army's birthday and President Trump's birthday. President Trump noted the calendar coincidence 5 years ago, June 13th, 2020, when he spoke at West Point.
Tomorrow, America will celebrate a very important anniversary. the 245th birthday of the United States Army. Unrelated, going to be my birthday also. I don't know if that happened by accident. Did that happen by accident, please? But it's a great day because of that Army birthday.
Of course, 3 years before that, on June 16, 2017, speaking in Miami on Cuba policy, President Trump had this reaction when an audience member shouted, "Happy birthday."
And thank you. Don't remind me. Actually, I was telling Mike. So it was 2 days on my birthday till a big day, which turned out to be tomorrow, the 16th. That was the day I came down with Melania on the escalator at Trump Tower. That's tomorrow. So it's exactly tomorrow, 2 years since we announced. And it worked out okay. Worked out okay. It's a great honor. Believe me, it's a great honor, right? Thank you. Thank you very much.
That's it for this episode of C-SPAN's Podcast The Weekly. Want to hear more presidents talk about their own birthday and more politicians singing and wishing them happy birthday? Then search the C-SPAN Video Library. For now, thanks for listening, happy searching, and for our special closing music, you probably suspect it's more singing of happy birthday. Well, you're right, but there's a twist. We won't hear from a former president. Instead, we'll hear from a former Speaker of the House. Let's travel back to August 27, 2008, appearing live on stage at the Republican National Convention Platform Committee in legendary Minneapolis, Minnesota. It's the musical stylings of John Boehner.
Now, for those of you who don't know the Boehner birthday song, all right, the second verse is exactly like the first verse, all right? So, Richard, Kevin, this is your birthday song. It doesn't last too long. Hey! All right, now, can everybody remember that? It's your turn. This is your birthday song. It doesn't last too long. Hey! Happy birthday. Barbara, happy birthday.